Wow. Another amazing day.
Yes, yes.
You are now tuned in to the discussion with C. Lee, and I am the bad guy, C.
And I am the good guy, obviously. Your boy Edel.
How you doing today, man?
Well, today was very, very... Let me just say, I had...
Hold on, wait.
Earlier...
Hold on.
Okay.
Because the energy is not right in the room.
Okay, all right.
I'm not feeling this energy right now.
Hold up. What's going on? Talk to me.
So, to boost the morale.
Okay.
Because I feel like the morale needs to be boosted.
Okay.
Get your drink, brother.
Get my drink? Okay, get my drink. Boy, this right here is going to be good.
And what we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to celebrate my brother.
Yes, sir.
Today is a glorious occasion.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna paint the picture for y'all real quick.
Okay.
I'm sitting here playing, making beats as I do. My man E said, yo, I think I got some good news. So in my mind, I'm over here like, hey, you may get a bag or something? Like he just get the email for the bag? Is that Oprah calling? Is that Tyler Perry calling? Saying they want to rock with C&E? So, my mind is doing, going through a whole lot of changes.
Right.
He said, yo, I'm done. So, to celebrate my brother and to celebrate his freedom.
Yes.
Officially off them papers. Officially done with them people. The journey was hard.
It was hard.
Was long.
Long.
But I watched him prosper. I watched him come through that.
Oof.
Still here today.
Right.
So if you got a glass at home, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to go pour you one if you ain't got one.
Right.
We get ready to celebrate and toast the freedom.
Facts. Big facts.
Because that's something to be celebrated.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, man.
Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Shout out to D Block, Meet Will. Go pour your glasses right now. And we're going to do this toast officially.
Right, so if you're watching and you're out here, share it with your folks, man, and tell them to turn it on, grab a drink, man, because we get ready to have a toast right here live on C&E with the people, the viewers out there that's watching us. So look, man, let your folks know right now, man, we getting ready to have this toast.
So, to my brother E.
Yes, sir.
Who made it through.
Made it through.
Watched himself grow from a boy to a full-fledged man.
Yes, sir.
Learning the error of his ways.
Yes, sir.
Mistakes. Paid for them.
Yep.
Came through on the other side pristine. So I salute my brother.
Yes, sir.
Brother, I love you. Hold it down. Continue to do great things.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, bro. Ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, man.
Amazing. Woo! That was good, man.
Now I feel like now show it started.
You know how to get the energy flowing up in here, you know what I mean? So when you stop me in my tracks like that, I know it's going to be good. It's going to be great.
Sometimes, I'm a person that believes in energies, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I believe strongly in the universe. Like, whatever type of energy you put out is what the universe does.
Hey, I agree. So look, now that you say that and we got that out the way, we're going to get to my story on another day.
Shout out to Kirk Franklin.
Shout out to Kirk Franklin, man. I got to shout him out too.
Let me say that first. We're going to shout out Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
And for those of you been living under a rock the last few days, we'll give you a little bit of this audio.
Man.
I did it.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Oh, wow.
If you missed it, if you've been living under a rock, Kirk Franklin and his son had beef.
Man, that's crazy right there.
I've been seeing an overwhelming outpouring of support for Kirk Franklin.
As it should be.
I think personally the son is a foul nigga.
I think so too.
I think the son is a foul nigga.
I think he is for that.
But at the same time, you know what? Before I give my take and before I unpack it, let me get your thoughts.
I think we've seen Kirk Franklin turn to a father. What a father is, not just a black father, or just a father in general. You know what I'm saying? You're not disrespecting me. I don't look. We see the human side of Kirk Franklin that people always say they don't see. Maybe his close relatives and people see. Look, I saw nothing wrong with it. The only thing I saw wrong with it is the son recording it and putting it out. The same thing we always talk about black people always doing, you know what I'm saying, to each other. You did that to your dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, look, I don't like it, what happened and how it transpired, but I don't hold nothing against Kirk Franklin, not with his spirituality or any of those things. You know what I'm saying? So people may try to bring the Christian element in there and say, hey, you Christian, look, man, I'm in the confines of my home, for one. For two, listen, you are not my authority and my God. And for three, look, my child, you know the old saying, how your grandmama and your mom and your daddy used to say it, I kill you. You know what I'm saying? I brought you in, I take you out. Right. That's what that moment was a resemblance of. Kirk Franklin was reminding his son, look, man, I stick my foot in your ass. That's how I see it.
To me, I agree with that. But I have a different perspective.
Okay.
Let me start with myself.
Right.
My father was as hard as they come. He ain't played no games. I've talked about it a few times on this show.
Right.
Not to be putting on my family business out here, but many years ago,
okay,
my brother and my father even got into a fight.
Your brother and father?
Yes.
Which one? T?
You
know what T done, Sean.
That part is not important.
Okay.
Through that. And this is what I keyed in on. Bitch ass nigga. To me, no matter what, my father never said anything that heinous to me.
Okay.
And to my brothers and to my sisters as well. I think as a parent, you do have a certain amount of responsibility, even when it's ugly. You know what I mean? Because I think, to me, what I gather from it, the son is very troubled. The son is going through a lot of things in life, whether he's on drugs or I don't know his story.
Right.
Obviously, him and his father has been having issues for quite some time.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, no, I'm not focusing on, Kirk Franklin chastising his son.
Okay.
I think some of the words that he used,
okay,
it kind of like take it to the point of no return.
Right.
For me. And maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe he wants nothing to do with his son and he's done. But from hearing his apology, and whether he did that for publicity purposes or to try to clean up what he did, because he tried to make it seem like, we've tried to help this boy and there ain't no help for him, and I'm not perfect. And I get all that. I don't expect no man to be perfect. It's not like I'm somebody who's sitting on the opposite end, pointing fingers at Kirk Franklin and saying, he's supposed to be a saint while he's talking like that.
Right.
I have no problem with him talking like that. It was just some of the words that he used.
Preferably
I just don't see, to me, if you ask me, that couldn't have been the first time
he said that. No, it wasn't, and that's probably why the son recorded it. But what I'm saying is, in the confines of his home. Now, look, I do agree with you on the word. When he called him, excuse my French, bitch ass nigga.
He said bitch ass nigga.
When he called him that, when you call somebody that, obviously you're looking to get into something.
You want that smoke.
And gotta get smoked when you say that. That's, you know what I'm saying? So some words you don't say, and like you said, now that you put it in that perspective, maybe he was.
Because of what I'm seeing is everybody is focusing on how foul the son is. And I'll be the first one to say it. The son is a foul nigga. But let's not let's not act like that's the proper way to talk to your son.
It's not.
To your children.
Look, it's those words right.
And I don't care how old he is.
No,
he's 30-something years old.
The son?
Right.
He shouldn't even be living there.
I agree. I don't think he is. Because if he was living there, somebody would have somebody would have got touched, man.
Look, this is my thing. As an adult, I don't care what kid of mine you are. If you disrespect me in a certain way and was foul, you ain't even coming in my house.
I agree. I agree with it's like I agree. It's not like I'm against what people are saying about the son, because like I said at the beginning of this conversation, the son is a foul nigga. Right. He's a foul dude for whatever. He is. It's easy to see that kid, man, is going through things. Let me even stop saying kid. Right. And once you take a certain stance, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you leave yourself open to get whatever repercussions come with whatever it is that you're doing. But at the same time, I'll be 43 in a couple of weeks. Next week. To be exact. My father has never called me a bitch ass nigga. Even through the worst.
Those are some harsh words.
That's kind of rough.
That is. That's rough.
And it doesn't matter which way you twist it or turn it. Right. I agree. It comes time as a man. Like, I have a child, right? I can't imagine calling my daughter a bitch.
Oh man, that's tough.
Even in the worst of times.
Right, that'd be tough.
Now, maybe it's the environment that I was raised in.
Right.
I wasn't raised in an environment where that's normal.
Right.
Now, I get it for some people. Maybe you weren't. Maybe that's okay with some of you guys. Or maybe some of you guys feel like, now, okay, we're not talking about a kid, we're talking about a grown man. But you will forever be a parent. Right. Exactly. You can't get rid of that.
You can't trade that. Your kids don't get to choose who their parents are. You know what I'm saying? That they're born, and look, now that I'm looking at it from your perspective now. You know what I'm saying? Not my own perspective, because look, my perspective is one where I just because I based on how I was raised and how I grew up. But looking at it like that, you're gonna be a parent for the rest of your life. A parent to this kid, you're gonna have to maybe still be around this kid, even if you separate for years. You're still gonna end up seeing that kid. Those are words that even if when you say you're sorry, they sting still. You know what I'm saying? And they cause a problem. That's like you saying his dad, maybe Kirk did want to get rid of the son. Right. You know what I mean? Get rid of him. That's what that shit like. I think he should just nut with him instead of calling that. He should just, you know what I mean? He should put them paws on it.
That's what I believe. And what has actually been proven in my family, my father going, you know what I'm saying? Let me get them 5 minutes. Let me show you that I'm more man than you. Yeah. I'm not going to call you now. I'm thinking of maybe what is the worst case scenario that would make me call my son a bitch ass nigga. And the only thing that I can think of to make me get to that point is let's say hypothetically I had a son and a daughter, right? And my son somehow, it would have to be some error in my raising or whatever, decided he gonna beat up his sister. Now, I ain't talking about 9, 10 years old. Let's say they both 18 to 19. Right. And London does something and he punishes her for it. She comes with a swole eye.
Oh, man.
I think maybe at that point.
Right.
Like.
He is.
Yeah, you a bitch ass nigga. Like, yo, do a man like that.
Yeah, right. No, do me like that. Not a man, because you got to do me now.
Right.
You got to do me now.
Now you have to do that to me.
Right, I agree.
Though that is like the only scenario that I can think in my head, that I can visualize, where I would call my son a bitch ass nigga. And if you are a parent and you raising your kids, and I'm talking about kids. I'm not talking about grown men.
Right.
If that's a regular part of your vocabulary, for you to call your son that, there's an issue.
It is. I don't even like sometimes. Look, man. I can say a lot of stuff about that, man, and a lot of things about that, which is crazy. But let's go to the comments. Read off some of the comments. Let's see what some of the people are saying. The viewers that's out there. What are they saying?
Shout out to Meek Will. Shout out to Nikki Nicole. One of our favorite people. D Block. Let me see. Let me start with Meek Will said he foul as hell for even recording the conversation. Let me know what type of time he's on. I agree with that, Meek Will's. Like, he's a foul nigga for doing it. But is he still a bitch ass nigga? No. Should he be called a
Not
bitch
for that.
ass from
No.
his... No,
what he inspired to make that happen?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. We can call him a bitch ass nigga for doing it because, you know...
He's not my son.
He's not my son. He made a bitch move. But should he be a bitch?
Hold up, but let me ask this because we didn't even ask this question. Let me let you finish reading off the comments first.
Okay, let me see. Ike Jones says, "What is a normal environment actually?" To me, a normal environment, without getting too technical with it, would be a wholesome environment to grow up in. Your parents are not going to be perfect. They're going to make errors.
Right.
But the best of them,
right,
they make their mistakes, they apologize, and you know, they give you the opportunity to grow while they're growing themselves.
Exactly.
They don't just chastise you for any reason, even when you frustrate them. But, you know, like I said, I know my parents were when they felt like they went overboard, they were very good about apologizing.
Damn, you had some good... Well, I had good parents, but they ain't going to apologize for going overboard on busting my head.
Well...
I didn't get that one.
Let me clarify it. They not apologizing for busting my head. Now, my mother used to apologize sometimes with her tone. She would say, you know, I could have said that better. Right. You know what I mean? But let me tell you why I did what I did. Let me tell you why. My parents didn't just whoop our ass. They kind of like, after it was over, when the smoke settled, they would say, you know, I did this because I want or expect you to do better at certain things than what you do.
Right. Yeah. My mom and dad or grandma, they'll be telling me why they beat me. Right. I'd be in the corner, I'd be hollering, they be telling me why they beat me. But you know, it's different folks. I mean, a normal environment to me is just, I don't know. I don't know because my normal may not be someone else's normal. What might be normal to me, the next person may not find normal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got an interesting comment here.
Okay,
it comes from DeMarcus Belton. He says, clout is the newest, the most powerful drug this generation has. I agree with that. It was definitely done for clout.
I don't think so.
It was. I'm talking about as far as the son is concerned.
I think the son did it. I don't know if he did it for clout. I think he just wanted to expose his dad. I think he wanted to put his dad. But you know why? Because
clout chasing.
Well, I guess if that's what.
If his father was not Kirk Franklin,
right,
I don't think he would have did it.
No, he wouldn't have did it. I think he put it out there because, you know, we view Kirk Franklin in a different way. He said, you want to act like that? You want to do that indoors? I'm going to show the world how you really act. And when he did that, he was like, yo, but look, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that stress went on the family.
If his dad was not Kirk Franklin, I don't think he would have gone to those measures to make sure.
No, he wouldn't have.
That we knew the world. So if you define it as that, that's clout chasing. Okay. Miko said his dad know him better than we do. Yeah. We know he raised a bitch nigga. That is absolutely correct. and once again, I'm stressing on this show. For me, I think we can all look at the son and say he's a foul nigga.
Yeah, but Kirk didn't have a lot of bass in his voice either. He sounded like he sold nail laters or something in his house. Hey, I told you I put my foot in your ass.
I don't know, man. The second go round, Kirk like that.
Kirk flip.
He was,
he sounded like James Brown.
Oh, you bitch ass.
Terminator.
I said, oh, Kirk done flipped.
Hey, listen, though, for real, you know what?
Switch.
But I keep telling people, though, for real, everyone has that side to them. it's not one person walking on earth that don't have that side to them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I agree, but
no, I see what you're saying. I don't think. Look,
I don't even want to focus on that part.
what Kirk said was you still because you still hung up on the bitch ass nigga.
I can't get past it. I cannot get past it because I put myself in those shoes and I say, yo, I'm so glad that my pops never called me that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I want to know. Okay, but look, I want to know.
And my pops didn't play.
Listen,
bro.
what happened prior to that argument? Do they say why this took place? Like this whole altercation?
Well, they've been going at it for years, from my understanding.
About what though?
They've been having, I don't know.
Because look, if you're gonna take it that far to call your son bitch ass nigga, I want to hear what he said. I want to see what was done. I want to see some video. I want to hear something, because that right there, for you to call, look, and not just your son, then you to do it to your son is really makes it even worse. But look, if you call the next man in the street that, you know you got to face that smoke. It's action on sight, because you can't do that. So I just want to know what he said or what happened before then, man. So, because he might could have did something really foul.
And then another comment from D Block: if he disrespected his father, calling him out of his name, then Kirk has every right to call him out of his name too. I think it's really over money though, and he's not getting broke off like the rest of.
Well, I mean, I could agree with that. That does make sense, but look, I'm not gonna give somebody some money, my son some money, and I know he's gonna go do certain things with it and just throw it, give it. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. I mean, you got to be responsible in some way. You a grown man.
I agree. But once again, like I said, man, I think as a parent, because I you know what I'm saying, I'm using my own feelings on this one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I personally feel like if I get to that point, well, I'm calling you a bitch ass. I'm disowning you.
Yeah, you're right. And you're ready to hurt him.
I'm ready to do something to
right.
him. And
listen, you can go to the grave for that. A person would kill you for that.
I'm just saying, that's just too much for me.
It's a lot.
For my taste.
It's a lot.
And once again, it's not him even cussing at his son. I can recall times where my pops man called me a stupid mofo. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And in the moment, I might have deserved it. You know what I mean? For whatever stupid stuff I was doing.
Or whatever comment you made.
And whatever, you know what I mean?
You done made a comment and say, you stupid mofo.
But when it comes to that they in the word,
yeah, that's
a bit much.
That is a bit much, man.
And that's just my take. Not saying that I'm right or wrong. We all have our opinions on this thing. I just think bitch ass nigga is a bit much, and it's basically signifying the end of a father-son relationship.
Yeah, I think that is what that is. But now they can't end the father-son relationship now because it's public. Maybe the son did it for that. Oh, you think you're going to cut me off? All right, let me put you out there.
Because I'm going to tell y'all right now.
End it now. I'm
telling all y'all. Even if I love him, he is my brother. He just got free today. If I ever call E a bitch ass nigga, it's on sight.
I don't even know. I might do like this first. What? Damn. I mean, but,
it's on sight.
Yeah, but
who would you call that and it's not on sight?
No one. If I call somebody that, then right then and there, they gonna see me about it.
They have to, man.
I mean that's how it goes.
That's one of those things as men. There's certain lines that you don't cross. You know what I mean? Usage of the word bitch is one of those words that whether male or female, you're saying something deep. If I call a woman a bitch, if you work my nerves to the point where I'm calling you a bitch,
right,
then it ain't much left to say.
It's nothing left to say. Nothing.
And then if you talking about to a dude, it's even worse.
Ooh. Yeah, that is, man.
To a man, it's even worse.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Like, yo, believe me. And I'm not saying that this situation cannot be repaired. You know, Kirk could actually call his son and be like, yo, you know what, man? I kind of overreacted in the moment. And I do apologize for calling you.
But see, this is what rich folks' problems be like. See, this is what I mean, look, stop babying these kids until they get old and grown. Stop coddling them and pulling them along. That's what these new age parents, man. You know what I'm saying? And Kirk, I can't believe Kirk, you know what I mean? Look, man, shoot. I'm going to tell you like this, bro. I'm not stringing no kids along that age.
All right, Jones said it had to be money.
Listen, I don't care how much money I got. You better go get your job, because I worked for that. I did that. I may look out for you from time to time, but look, I don't have to go and buy you a house or give you an allowance. You a grown man. You better go to school, get a job.
Absolutely.
Go to college. I mean, look, I will help you along the way. But one thing I will not do. Listen, right now, if somebody came in with a big old bag, we finna get rich. I'm not coddling no grown kids. I look out for them, make sure they straight and all that. But look, I can't do that. That's what happens right there with the Kirk Franklin situation when you do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And to go back for a few shows ago when we talked about the spanking the kids.
Right, and that, you know what? I just thought about that too. You know, a lot of that got to do with how you raise your kids, man.
That's it.
And that's another, once again, that's another layer to the story that we're not maybe understanding. For most kids, I don't know any kids or grown men that are foul niggas to their parents. I know hardened criminals, right?
Right.
They will hurt you, but they still love their mom. They still love their dad. And give them a certain kind of respect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
When I see children behave the way that this kid is, and I work in healthcare,
Right.
there is normally a bigger problem that probably started when this kid was a kid.
Right.
Well, when this man was a kid. Let me stop calling him a kid.
Right, because he's not a kid. He's a grown man.
He kind of like 50 Cent son. This reminds me of 50 Cent and his son.
Right.
The only difference is 50 Cent says it like, yo, I don't like that nigga. I don't want nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? Like, he's basically saying like, yo, but he even admits that the kid's upbringing was a little off because at the time that's when he first became rich and he was trying to learn how to deal with fame and stuff like that. And instead of really raising his kid, he spoiled him. He simply gave him money. Like, he was that type of father.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know what type of kid. Listen, you would do that for your kid.
What's his name? Marcus? 50 Cent's son. Yeah, Marcus.
I don't know him.
But yeah, the dude, what 50 Cent's son actually took was actually hanging out with some of the people that shot 50 Cent.
No, come on, man. No way.
So
Really? Hold up. Really?
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he cut off.
So 50's
Oh, he cut
right
off.
is a. See, once again, we don't know the intricate details of this.
I wouldn't give a damn.
It's Kirk Franklin situation.
Oh, okay.
We don't know the intricate details, but I'm comparing Kirk Franklin and
I
his
know, but
son
when you said that, I
to
went.
50 Cent and his son. Where, you know, to me, I think 50 Cent had, because I know that story.
Right.
I think if 50 Cent, when 50 Cent calls his son a bitch ass nigga, and he don't like him, and he ain't dealing with him,
He got a reason.
he has a reason.
He got a reason to.
And I agree with 50 Cent.
I agree with him too. His son is.
But with this Kirk Franklin situation, we really don't know, you know, the intricate details of it. We know that he's in trouble. He's a foul nigga. He's doing foul things, and you know, Kirk snapped him. They called him a bitch ass nigga, which to me signifies that I want nothing to do with you. The relationship is over. Get out my life. Go on about yours. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all can say that's cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? But let's be clear. Those is fighting words. And the game is over.
Once that happens.
Once it happens, once my father, it would be hard for me to recover from.
Man, I don't know. Maybe he slapped Kurt or something. I don't know, man.
Maybe so.
Maybe he just walked up to Kurt and just slapped five.
That would make more sense. That would make more sense.
I mean, because I just can't see him calling his son that without something along those lines happening. Or look, he did something to Kurt. Kurt, listen. Kurt took off his Sunday's best, his robe, his tie, and them nice little dress shoes he got on. I was going to go to his son's head. He was trying to put them cookies on.
And for the people who just tuned in, I'm not sitting here saying that Kirk Franklin was wrong for cussing. I could personally care less. I actually, I don't look at man as being God. And I expect men to make mistakes. Right. But I just key in on certain phrases, certain words. And the fact that Kirk Franklin called his son a bitch ass nigga, I key in on it. And I say to myself, my father has never called me a bitch ass nigga. My father was a hardcore man. Right. Well, is a hardcore man. But he never called me that. And I'm trying to imagine my father calling me that. Right. And at the end of the day, the conclusion that I draw is I can't imagine. Under no circumstances I couldn't imagine that either with my dad. I don't know. My dad was tough as nails too, but that's never. That's what that is a question I have asked my brother. Shout out to my brother Shell, who we talked about this last night. Has your father ever called you a bitch ass nigga? I don't know if there's anybody out there that's listening, that's watching, or watch this video. Leave a comment, man, and let us know if your dad ever called you that. I mean, cause damn, I mean listen, for your dad to call you that, yo, that is like really wrong. It ain't, I'm gonna beat your ass. It's not, I'm gonna touch you up or, whatever. Bitch ass nigga is a bitch. It's like saying I'm gonna murk you when I see you on sight. Pretty much. When I see you, I'm gonna murk you. I don't care what. If I catch you at the gas station, if I catch you at the Waffle House, I'm gonna murk you. That's basically what he's saying. Listen, shout out to Brian Archer, who says the son is 33 years old. Yes, the son is 33 years old. But once again, I want to know who has had their father call them a bitch ass nigga. Man, that's crazy. And I would love to know, matter of fact, I would love to interview about that. Because I would love to see the psychological effect. Right, I would like to see what the problems, the issues were with that person and their father. I mean, look, because listen, I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to absolve a father from that type of behavior. But what I'm going to say is this. If your father did that, you did something to him to make him do that. You laughing. What we got in the comments? I'm laughing at Brian Archer. He said, my pops going to catch these heads. Yeah. Exactly. I don't blame you. Somebody going to catch these heads. You know what I mean? Because as a man, being called a bitch ass nigga is like the worst. It is. It really is. That's which is worse, offering somebody to the Frank stand or? It's the same thing. It's all the same. It is the same thing, the same exact thing. That's what it is. I ain't saying thing. I'm saying thing. Like we said in my hood, it's the same exact thing. Because if you invite somebody to that, hey, bro. I'm just saying. I don't even want to talk about this no more because that's just too much hot blood. That just boils your blood. That really does. This Kirk Franklin story boils my blood. Now that you're saying it, because I didn't even look at it from your perspective. Before we end the show, where can the people find us, bro? They can find us every Tuesday and every Thursday on Facebook Live, streaming on all streaming platforms. Yes, sir. Give them the rundown. Where we streaming at? Apple Podcasts, Podcast Chasers, Spotify. We streaming on YouTube. We streaming on Podcast Addict, man. We SoundCloud. We everywhere. Deezer. Listen, wherever you are, we are, and we have a few more pending. iTunes, iHeartRadio. We'll be streaming there soon. We'll be streaming on Amazon real soon. So look, man, y'all go find us, man. Listen, we out there. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the download button, man. Because look, we here for you, man. This is what we doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So look, can I get that classic on the way out and let the people know? Because we want to get on that classic, on that outro that I would love to hear on the way out. You know what? I had every intent on giving you that, but for some reason we're having
Well, listen.
At the present time.
Well, we'll do it on a later date. How about that, bro?
Yeah, we'll do it on a later date. Once again, I apologize because I really wanted to celebrate that with you. And once again, brother, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
On
Yes,
your
sir.
freedom papers.
I'm free, everybody. Let me mention that again. I am free now. I am no longer institutionalized slave. I'm a free slave now. I'm trying to get my emancipation papers right now still from corporate America. Let me in the door. Stop holding me back, man. I'm in school. I've been doing my thing. Don't hold me back. You know what I mean? Ride with me. You know what I mean? I'm everything your employee's not. Come on, call me, Amazon. I'm right here.
No doubt, man. So once again, we appreciate everybody tuning in. You guys enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, sir.
And we will see you again on Thursday.
On Thursday.
6 p.m. Islands.